Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. The update brings changes to core and DCS modules. Some surprises happen for the Kiowa. The Apache and Hook get some new features. And maps are growing like there's no tomorrow. This and more on How I Play. This video is sponsored by Next Level Racing. Get their products using our discount link. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to talk about the latest updates in DCS world. The month of October has a grand finale with a substantial update for this combat flight sim, bringing a long list of bug fixes, features, and new content. For our surprise, there were even updates that were supposed to be postponed for a later date and made it, be that by mistake or on purpose. We will find out later in this video. So like always, let's check out the patch notes of the most important changes we managed to spot with this latest patch for DCS World. And we start with core features and changes, a long list that requires quite some attention. With the ongoing effort to improve those pesky spotting dots for VR, they adjusted them this time to be smaller in certain cases based on user feedback. Once again, be aware they are still working on different preset logic for VR. ED strongly recommends to read the setting tooltip, as some users confuse the option improve dotting spots thinking it affects the presence of spotting dots in VR. It doesn't. Moving on, New Zealand was added as a country in the sim. Top of Australia map is going well, I see. Nice. They added AI improvements like a better attack logic with anti-radiation missiles to use the appropriate number of missiles. A loft attack maneuver and AI SAM system got improved as well when engaging units behind cover. And remember how those pesky AI wingmen start to taxi before you do as a lead? Well, they fixed it. Oh, and memory leaks that were connected to ship water trail effect have been resolved. They made also improvements in the mission editor. For example, mission creators will be happy to know that placing a static unit on the deck of a ship will automatically link that static to it. And the unpacking trigger sounds to the dedicated server is removed, so from now on it does not need to play them like a client. You hear that, Rupesh? And when changing things in the menu that require a restart, you can now opt for restart later rather than doing it on the spot. Wow, we are advancing in time. Fancy. Alright, there is also a minor known issue for core stuff. At the moment of spawn in cockpit, the initial camera position may rotate slightly.
Apple juice problems?
Well, it's possible.
Tell Edie I know the solution.
Really? What is it?
Pickles.
Moving on with modules, the Viper gets a few fixes, with the top one on my list, don't mind me, the MFD brightness setting being independent between pages. Alright, wait, I need to check this. Haha! Finally! Oh, thank you. Thanks, Edie. Now, you know, I don't ask much when it comes to DCS, but maybe in that bright, beautiful future someday, can we have a special preset for how we like our cockpit? You know, like our MFD's brightness, our internal lighting and stuff. If you may argue it's not realistic, maybe something like the grounds chief's preparation for us, prior of going in. It can be like a special preset for our very own jet. Or that persistent state in some cases. I would sure love to have that on our future HIP server. Thanks. Now, back to the show. Alongside other fixes for the Viper, it informed us that work continues on the Sniper ATP, flight model and FLCS, tuning and DTC. Ah yes, right. Anyhow, on the Hornet we get the carriage of 2x GBU32 on the BRU55. And among other fixes and improvements, they let us know that most work on this module revolves around DTC, flight performance, radar tuning and multi-sensor integration. The mighty Apache gets its air targeting mode, gaining some teeth when up in the air. Wax released a video on it, make sure to check it out, and they let us know that work continues on the flight model and SEAS with focus on stability and yaw control. The Chinook gets the longitudinal cyclic trim or LCT in both automatic and manual mode. This reduces the fuselage nose-down attitude as speed increases. Also, they added the differential airspeed hold or dash functionality, which is work in progress for the time being. So as you increase speed, the dash, which is a long tube in the flight control.
What?
A long tube. What did you hear me first time?
No, just wanting to check.
Okay, so it's a long tube with an actuator on each end that will increase in length as you increase the speed. What?
Nothing.
If you move the cyclic back to the center, the aircraft will still maintain airspeed. This allows you to keep the cyclic in a more natural centered position when flying at higher speeds.
Are you sure you can keep that in the final edit?
Wait, why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
Petrovich, really, stop interrupting. You already woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Sorry, but I was bored.
Yeah, well, I was trying to sleep. So, for the Chinook, they also added the ARC 201D and 220 radios. They are still work in progress and improved MFDs and CDU pages. They continue work on synchronization and informed us that great progress has been made on the advanced flight control system and is undergoing testing and tuning. Among other things, it will improve automatic turn coordination and several autopilot modes. Nice. For the Hind, they improved the hit detection logic for Petrovich that now correctly reports if target was missed. So basically, not to fool around saying he hit the target while he didn't.
But you wouldn't believe me?
No. Not only that, but ED are aware of sporadic gun shooting lag if the pilot wants to shoot the gun while you have two human crew members present. So they are working to fix that issue. Now you may read the changelog and think, wait a minute, where are the modules from Heatblur, the Phantom, Tomcat and the Viggen? Well, fear not. All three modules got updates and improvements, but they are mentioned in different threads. I don't know what happened, but here we are. I also linked everything in the video description. So, in short, for the Phantom, they added the VSO startup procedure training lesson and updated the kneeboard with depression tables for cannon and rockets. Jester gets more nav improvements, and very important, the INS alignment state is now shown in the Jester nav menu wheel info. Thanks, at least we know how long we have to make the coffee, adjust the chair, having a shower, and get back to operations.
Immersive.
For the Tomcat, they added the instant action Caucasus Speed and Angels practice mission by Reflected, alongside a short list of fixes and improvements, and finally for the Viggen, there are a few quality of life fixes and an update to the manual, but they kindly ask for your feedback. And now, before we move on to the maps, the Kiowa Warrior update that was announced firstly for this patch, then informed as being delayed for another update, did make it somehow in this patch. Make sense?
No.
Exactly. Polychop informed us that the latest update for DCS has unintentionally included the work in progress update for the Kiowa Warrior. So that previously showcased Echo 19 audio update is in. Make sure to check it out, keeping in mind that there are changes which are not yet finalized or had not finished testing, like the damaged model code being included but not the associated art changes. They kindly ask for our patience as they try to determine what happened and how they can best resolve it. No worries, for sure there is a solution over there, just be mindful when flying the Kiowa for now. And just, their community manager asks not to post bugs in the Discord channel until they know how to move next. They do know most of the issues from their internal testing. Alright? Don't go break the server out there. Thanks. Oh my, what a day. So, moving on with the maps. Ugra Media is on top of their game, updating the Syria map with new airfields, new models for airport terminals, and destruction models for original objects. As reported before, they also got new airfields for the Normandy map with optimizations for both maps and a decent list of fixes. The Kola map by Orbx gets as well new airfields, new towns and villages, and missing rivers and lakes. Last but not the least, with this new update, we also get new campaigns. One for the Apache by Stone Sky called Outpost, and one for the Viper by Sorel Row called Dragon's Fury. Now, these are just selected features and new additions we gather from the patch notes. and we included the necessary links to the entire information in the video description. With no doubt, some of you will want to check it out in more detail. Thank you all for watching. Many thanks to our patrons that support our channel. Remember to check our sponsors VR Rock for your VR blue light protection and prescription lenses, Foxtree Managed Solutions for the best DCS servers out there, The Lang Clip for your wireless head tracking experience, Next Level Racing for all you SimPit enthusiasts, Moza Racing with their amazing technology, Trustmaster with their high-quality products, and Pimax for the most quality VR headset that the market can offer. And subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.